Gemma, huge consolations and condolences from us here at Loose Women, and I know this is very raw for you. This was only in the summer. You lost your gorgeous boy. How are you and the family, Carl and Kieran, doing?
We're doing OK, considering. I focus a lot on the foundation, so that's what gets me up in the morning, because I know that I'm helping other children. So, yeah, we have our good days and bad days.
Were you with him when he passed, with the family?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And is that any help that you can say your goodbyes and be with him?
I'm very lucky because I did get a chance to say goodbye. I got a chance to make so many beautiful memories. And I was there at the last breath. And so I'm very lucky because some people don't get a chance to do that.
How are you finding it coming up to Christmas? Because Christmas is such a sort of a tricky time, isn't it, when you've lost somebody?
Yeah, well, it is very early days still. It's not been long. But Christmas has always been a massive part of our family. We absolutely love Christmas. We do all the presents, we do all of the family time. So Christmas is difficult, and as each day goes on, it does get harder to get up and look at me friends and see them putting the trees up and open the advent calendars with their children. It gets really tough.
So what are you going to do this year for Christmas?
Me, Carl and Kieran are going to go away on holiday and not do the traditional Christmas this year.
Go somewhere hot?
Yeah.
And sit on a beach?
Completely different.
Yeah.
Totally different experience. It's just it's so raw for us this year, and we need to just try and keep ourselves safe in terms of our emotions and try and keep positive. We've still got Kieran, you know, so we still have to do something, but we just kind of want to change it around a bit so it's not your norm, what we would normally do.
And pulling together as a family now is the most important thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Again, I'm really lucky because I've got fantastic friends, fantastic family, and a nation's support, so...
Well, you had so much support. I mean, he was just the most adorable boy, and Jermain, you more than anybody know that. When did you first meet Bradley, and how did this relationship start?
It was actually a game at Sunderland. I got told before the game that, you know, as a little kid coming in, you know, he's going to be a mascot, you're his favourite player. Just the normal stuff, really. And, I mean, it was from that first moment, really, just that instant connection. When Brad walked into the change rooms, it was sort of like, I couldn't believe it because his energy. I was just like, wow, you know, sort of like just running around the change rooms. Then, you know, he just ran over to me. Because a lot of the time kids are quite shy and standoffish and they don't really want to, you know, come forward and get the autographs and stuff like that.
Overwhelmed meeting
Of course,
their
yeah. But with Brad, it was completely different. You know,
and why do you think that was? Because you just say that it's a very normal situation. Sometimes you've got 3 mascots, haven't you, running around? And what was it in particular about Bradley that you, now looking back, you feel was the connection?
I said it in a few interviews. I think it was just the way he looked at me. It was just something completely different. You know, it's hard to explain it. You know, I mean, when he saw me and just that look, just the way he looked at me, just that instant connection. You know, remember he's telling me about his boots that he had on. You know, he had the same boots as mine, and just like, just his energy was just, it was special. Yeah.
I believe that people come into people's lives for a reason, and he probably came into your life to give you something to give out there for somebody else. You know?
Absolutely.
One of the things, I mean, I obviously, you know, Bradley was all over the newspapers and stuff, and one thing that I always remember about Bradley is that he was always smiling, even though he was very ill, wasn't he? He had this spirit about him. There's something that I read that you actually went to visit him in hospital, and he just said, "Come on, come in," and you went into bed with him, and you lay there.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Was he always smiley? Was he always upbeat, or were there moments when he was really down? And how did you cope with that?
Well, I remember you saying about that day.
Yeah.
When he was sick.
Well, Bradley was obviously a very poorly child, and you know everybody's seen his smiley face and his personality because that was his personality. But he had a tough couple of years, and even when at the end of his life, he was, you know, he was just laid there. We were just kind of, it was a waiting game. And Jermain came up to the house, didn't you? And you got up about 11 o'clock at night, it was quite late, you were coming up to see us. and Brad had not moved all day. He'd laid in the same spot, just giving cuddles, and then he heard Jermain's voice. I didn't tell him Jermain was coming. He just heard, just in case anything happened. He heard his voice and he just opened his eyes, and then he just shouted, didn't he? And he moved for
Then
you.
he moved,
He moved to give him a cuddle, and he
It's
stopped
great
hours.
to hear this, because actually a lot of Premiership footballers get a very bad press for a lot of reasons. So to hear something as good as this being done is a really great thing. So I just want to
You obviously stayed in touch, you've remained friends. What's the bond like between you and the family now?
Yeah, we talk on the phone or FaceTime. I'm really good friends with Rachel, Jermain's girlfriend, so it's nice. And because we've got that connection now, because of Bradley, that's always going to continue, and we're going to continue that friendship.
And
Hopefully
how
make
much
a
has it
difference.
meant to you and the family to have Jermain's support? Because it would have been very easy, like Jane said, for him to sign a football shirt and do a picture and have left you alone. How important has it been for all of you to have this man's friendship?
It's been extremely important because he made my little boy smile. He's so precious to us now because he made Bradley's last months fantastic, and we're going to treasure that forever, aren't we?
That's amazing.